So I have this thing that I call the crazy dance, and I haven't ever made a video or anything, but I feel like it's that important. I'm gonna make a video on it. Crazy dancing, you know. Okay, so basically my crazy dance is just a desensitization method that I use, and literally all it is crazy dancing, you know, just kind of skipping around. I know that it's not realistic to walk up to a horse and just, you know, jump in their face and stuff, but to me it is realistic to sell a horse to someone that's going to have kids, someone that's going to take that horse to a jackpot where someone might need to hand them a jacket or a Coke or something, you know, reach at them like this. It's just realistic to me to have things like that happen. I ride my hoverboard around a lot, and I've had people say, it's not realistic to go catch your horse with a hoverboard. No, maybe not for everyone. For me it is, so I want my horses to be used to it. But if you go take your horse to a jackpot, especially nowadays, there's kids riding their hoverboards all over the place, zooming around. So to me, I want my horse to be used to that. I don't want to go to a jackpot and have someone ride up behind me and my horse freak out and kind of take off running. So I'm preparing them for the future. When you're scaring them doing this crazy dance, you're scaring them with a purpose. You're scaring them with the intention of teaching them it's okay, it's not going to hurt you, and it will be fine, and it's not scary. Horses have this fight or flight instinct naturally, you know, in the wild when something happens. And so a lot of times when horses are scared or moving around or nervous about something, they're just genuinely, honestly nervous that it might hurt them or it's dangerous or something. So we just have to teach them that it's not going to hurt them. And every horse is a little bit nervous about other things. I find that even with most horses, just your body parts just dancing around and being kind of like high energy, and then being low energy, and teaching them it's okay, like it's okay to get worked up and nervous, and then bring it back down and nothing bad's going to happen. There's also tarps people use, other things. So this is just kind of my most basic thing. And it's very important. I'm making a whole video on it because it's so important, because you can just do it here and there, 5 minutes a day, whenever, you know, it doesn't take much. And it's the small habits that you instill into your everyday thing with your horse that's going to make you a better horse person overall, and your horse a better horse overall. So this is just a small little thing I do. It's gonna be fun because I have Bumblebee, who I've been working with, had in my possession for almost 3 years, and so he's definitely had to, I always say, like, these horses have to put up with me, the crazy lady, but they're gonna be super gentle for whoever gets them next, because I'm gonna make them that way. But he's put up with me, and he's so gentle now, and he's a great horse to show you on. I have Shorty, it's another one I can show you from the ground up. I started him with everything I did, and how he's gentle all around like that. And then I also have other clips I'm going to put in maybe later, because I really do just do this whenever I have a sec, or I notice the horse, like, they're tight, they need to loosen up and relax and realize the situation is not tense. So I just stop and record myself. So I have lots of different clips to put in from several days throughout the past week. I've been thinking I needed to make this video. So thanks for coming along, and you're gonna learn what the crazy dance is today. Okay, so I got Bumblebee. We're gonna use him to show you guys my crazy dance, what it looks like on a horse that is super gentle already, but I've spent a lot of time to make him gentle too. This halter was given to me as a gift from the friends that I've made some YouTube videos of their sale horses. Okay, so Bumblebee is a 5-year-old. He is, you guys might remember him from the barrel jackpot video, and then I'm doing heading and heeling, but he's super gentle. And I've done this a lot with him, so I'm going to kind of show you guys what I mean when I say doing my crazy dance with the horse. So my hands, you can use your hands to be kind of aggressive and pushy at their face and do things like this to freak horses out. But what I always do too is you can be loving with your hands and be gentle and give them some scratches. So kind of mixing it up. If you have a horse that's flinchy with their face, this is something I would do, just kind of going up and doing something that would spook them, but then give them some lovin's and rub on them and let them know you're not going to hurt them. Okay, so Bumblebee overall does awesome. I'll still put the clips in there of when he does kind of get nervous and react and show you that, because it happens. But he has a much faster release now, or like lick of the lips, or realization that it's not going to hurt him because I've been doing it for so long. But to me, he's like a prime example. Like, this is why I do this stuff. This is how gentle I like them. So I built up a lot of energy at times. Like, I'd build it up inside me, and I'm kind of letting it go through me. And what I'm kind of teaching him to do, and this is what, to me, the difference between a horse that a beginner can ride and a beginner can't ride, is a horse that when the beginner gets nervous, the horse doesn't get nervous because they have enough confidence in themselves. They don't need to read off of the person's being nervous. But a horse that maybe is not suitable for a beginner, if a beginner gets nervous, if the horse is still beginner, the horse will get nervous too. So they kind of need a rider that's not going to get nervous. But I'm teaching him that even if I'm getting nervous, what I'm doing is building up energy and kind of making myself get nervous, and then teaching him he's the relaxed one, and he's doing really good at it. So I have other horses to show you that aren't so good at it, and we're going to show how I'm going to kind of teach them. On Bumblebee too, I'm going to show you something real quick that's maybe a little bit hippie, but I believe it and I like it, and to each their own, but you can try it out and see if it works for you. Okay, so if Bumblebee was being nervous right now and I just felt like I needed to kind of ground him and just like relax somehow, I mean, he's resting his foot, he's obviously relaxed, but if he needed to be, I'd kind of just maybe start by coming over here, and I'd have both my hands on their back, just kind of place it. And what I do is I just take a deep breath in and out, and I just try to like get them in sync with my breath, and just like take a deep breath in and out and breathe and say go. Okay. I could even just see there. Did you see that? He just released. We just kind of had a moment where it was like, we're gonna release everything. That was awesome. Good boy. So that is my crazy dance on a good horse that I've done it to a lot and kind of messed with. But you know, Bumblebee is a horse, even though at his age, I wouldn't say he'd be like mature enough for a kid or a beginner. But if I was around, I would definitely trust a kid or beginner to ride him or to be around him, because I've spent the time to desensitize him to those things. So yes, let's go get a horse that's not so good at it and show you what the not so good side looks like so we can learn from it. Okay, so Coda, he'll be good to show this with my dad in the past and with me. He's been spooky at things. He's done good. You guys got to see the roping video, so he did really good with that. There's just other things he does spook about. He's not like afraid of me necessarily, but it's when like I'm purposely trying to scare him, he'll kind of convince himself that there actually is something to be afraid of, because I'm trying to make him think that, and then we'll make him think to get over it, you know? Okay, I have past footage that I took previous weeks or last week of Coda. I'm gonna put in and show you guys how much progress he's made. On my hoverboard and show you how much progress he's made with that too, because me zooming up to him on my hoverboard was not okay at first, but he's getting so much better, getting so much more gentle. Shorty, being the oldest of my horses and kind of knowing the drill, he's the master of the crazy dance. Okay, to wrap it up, I have Trench here. Trent's a new horse. It's making me realize I should probably do a new video for you guys because we have so many new horses. But Trench is a horse that came to us and he's super broke. Those two are fighting across the fence. Anyways, Trench is super broke and he's mellow this way, but someone that started him used methods that were a little rough for me. I think they kind of popped him on the nose or did things like that. Not happy with it. He's really head shy now. I don't think someone spent a lot of time loving on him and kind of doing stuff like that. I just like to do that personally, but now with Trench, the purpose of the crazy dance isn't necessarily just to be crazy and wild, but I'm doing it to kind of teach him that, hey, when I make fast movements like this, I'm not going to hit you in the face. I'm not going to do anything mean. I'm not going to hurt you, because he's kind of been through that route. So we've had Trench for a couple months and he's gotten better. He was where he used to be. We couldn't even catch him, and he just doesn't trust us and kind of has a reason. He's 6, so he's older, and I'm not saying that he'll ever be perfect or he'll ever be a Bumblebee or Shorty where you could do anything and they won't mind, but we'll do the best we can and get him to relax and trust us and realize that our crazy dance is not going to hurt him. Our fast movements are not going to hurt him. We're just here to be his friend and work together. So my crazy dance will look different with Trench too, because I'm gonna try to be gentler, and just I know it in my head that he's kind of been beat on by someone else, and so I'm gonna be aware of that. But with Trench, he has a response to, I don't want to do anything that's gonna get me in trouble, and I don't want to get hit, and so, or he's gonna try to get out of the way if he thinks he's gonna be hit. And he's a horse, like you can kind of see, he doesn't want to be loved on as much as some of these other horses. But he is a horse that kind of wants to sit back and maybe overreact to that now because of what's happened to him in the past. Okay, well, that's all I had for today. A pretty successful day. Me and Coda are gonna go ride and do some other things now, but I wanted to make a quick little crazy dance video because I feel like it is that important to me, at least. So maybe incorporate it into your routine. Didn't really get a huge reaction today, but I could kind of show you what it looks like when you're doing it right. So when I get a horse where I can show you guys day one crazy dance with maybe some overreactions, definitely show that to you. But we'll still get to see a little bit of progress from Coda. I had some video of Coda, Trench, and Butters, and Bumblebee. So thanks for coming along. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I just included this at the end as like a real life example of a kid jumping around on Bumblebee and all the desensitization coming in to play.